Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I'm Mikey.
I'm Beef.
And I'm Mike.
This is Westworld Season 2, Episode 5. I didn't read the title because I couldn't pronounce it and it sounded cool. So I didn't want to continue. So yeah, I'm really excited for this episode. Last episode was a banger. Every episode this season has been a banger, but I can't imagine, how much better they can get.
Yeah.
And we have to find out. So thank you for joining us. You guys ready?
Let's get into it.
3, 2, 1, Westworld.
I know this sounds insensitive, but there must be better things to do.
So you confirm who's alive and dead.
Ford last season said he didn't want to flood the valley.
What's really unsettling is what's in about a third of them.
What's that?
Nothing.
Ooh.
No user prints or anything.
I wonder where this guy ranks in terms of like Bernard Ford.
The host backups have all been destroyed.
So we've effectively lost a third of our IP in a single sweep.
What?
Billionaires when they lose a third of their money.
You know what's crazy is the timelines are a little split again.
Yeah.
Dolores is having her revolution while, this is after Dolores' revolution. So he wakes up on the beach somehow after the revolution.
No, because she remember they found her.
Woo! Wait, is that my boy? Is that Toranaga?
It looks like it.
That's Toranaga! Fucking Yoshi Tor.
You know the old saying about knives and gunfights?
Does the saying have a footnote about fucking lassos then?
This is
Lay down
Toranaga.
your sword. See, darling? Everything under control.
So wait, she doesn't work on them?
Maybe you have to speak their language.
There you just.
Oh, Jesus. Say something to them? I'm from Hong Kong, asshole.
I knew that joke was gonna happen. I was waiting for it.
An experience
Oh, did it say Shogun Park?
to find Westworld.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool park.
We based this park on Japan's Edo period. The true aficionado of art.
That's crazy that he got casted.
Casted both roles.
Yeah. He got casted as the Shogun in Shogun and this.
The same malfunctioning shit show that's playing out in Westworld has found its way here.
In every world at the same time. Ooh.
Local voodoo didn't work on them.
I feel like I'm watching Shogun again. Painted black again, but in Japanese.
But Japanese.
It is.
It's
Butterfly.
That Mariposa.
oh my god, it's the same. There's a Maeve here.
Woo!
Oh, damn.
It's just like Shogun. Oh, the twist. Are they doing a robbery too? Like, is this the guys? This is the version from. This is like the saloon robbery, but. Oh my god.
It's us.
Yes, fine. I may have cribbed a little bit from Westworld.
We're human shields now?
Welcome to Shogun World.
That's not her. is
I
it?
wonder if this is like hard difficulty if Westworld's like normal. That's Hector. It's so funny.
That's Hector.
It's so
Oh my
funny. You can
God,
tell the hat and
no.
the framing. It's
I
so
didn't
funny.
realize it. I can't believe that. And who's Maeve? Her? Woo! Oh, Maeve.
わざわざ私を選んで強奪するのかい？
This is so funny.
Musashi?
Oh,
Ooh, hot poker.
you realizing the tattoo?
蛇が竜に化けることもある。
A snake can prove itself a dragon.
That's it.
Wow.
It's...
通うところが多いよね。それは願ってもないこと。
I love that I couldn't have said it better myself because it's literally just.
When you meet your alternate universe self.
Whoa. Blood.
The goddamn train. Are they gonna take the train?
Stripper for speed. Teddy,
Ripper for speed.
with me.
Does that work with trains?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Drinking. Wow.
She was so sweet and innocent.
So much
She was never sweet and innocent.
The world was full of such splendor. They're in their routines broken.
Sometimes.
Oh no!
Yikes.
Rejoin the others.
Oh, her actress is so good.
She doesn't have a voice anymore.
Yeah, her actress really is
Wow.
amazing.
Sake?
He's looking back. Wait, that means that other character behind them is also a representation of Sizemore.
Hospitality is a foreplay to a new quest. But in this world, if you don't hear them out, you've dishonored them, sometimes homicidally so.
Love it. So good.
But if you're asking, can you trust Akane? The real question is, can you trust yourself? Who knows how seeing your own doppelbot is gonna fuck with your cognition, heighten aggression and suspicion, feedback loops, that.
I was wondering when they were gonna look at each other's tattoo. Subtitles are over the subtitles. Is he trying to marry her or collect her?
Concubine.
Recognize this one. It's called Army of Blood.
これが私の稲でございます。
That's not supposed to happen.
Looks like someone had a choice after all.
Goddamn.
Yukino Izumi. No,
He
Sakura.
speaks Japanese, wait.
私は
It also has an access point back to the tunnels. It's our way out.
Ah! Look at that.
I don't know. Right now, Maeve's journey is so much more interesting than what's happening in Westworld.
Is she trying to figure out what's going on in this world? Find the one that he wants
Not
to
a
get.
ninja. Woo! Goddamn.
Here.
I mean, that one should have hit him.
I think it did.
Barbarian.
both of you.
Goddamn.
My man, look at him go.
Why didn't Maeve give herself fighting skills?
She did.
武器を仲間に向けろ。
Speaking Japanese. It says speaking Japanese over the subtitles. Sideways. Oh, see it, Toranaga.
Miyamoto Musashi? Inspired. He must be the best.
Goddamn.
Sizemore holding his own against ninjas? Nope.
What is that?
It's an arrow.
Decoration.
He's holding it down.
Oh, headshot.
She doesn't need to breathe. She doesn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What?
High stress situation.
What the
Awoke her powers.
Oh, with the Wi-Fi.
Oh, you're right. I
they
forgot
can
that.
suggest
Yeah,
things
they
to
can-
each other.
They can talk to each other in the radius. Holy shit.
That's great.
Wow.
She accessed his.
Wow.
There
Oh.
we go.
You three with me.
Why didn't they just leave?
時を稼げる。
Is that a suggestion or a request?
Ow.
No.
Well, that was over quick.
What if someday was right now?
Woo.
The progression.
There's a fight coming, Dolores. And it's gonna be one that's gonna change us. And if that means I'm free, then we both are. Free to walk away.
I ever tell you about the year we almost lost the herd? Blue tongue. Quarantined the cows that had
The
it.
dad was talking about this, wasn't he?
Kept spreading all the same.
I think he was, yeah.
It was the flies that carried it. How do you stop a sickness like that?
The flies.
That's what I'm writing down right now.
Call back.
I'd give him shelter.
You're kind, man. Daddy burned him.
Just such a big, metaphor for the host right now.
Why should we all get killed over a literal sex machine? Present company excluded.
The machine's name is Sakura. You can't keep doing this to us, giving us people to love and then getting upset when we do.
Wow.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
That was no voice command.
I think I'm finding a new voice.
Woo! Woo!
Great. So much for
Those are humans? Whoa.
Yeah, but he's looking for an out, which is, I mean, understandable.
That football field? That's Shogun's camp.
Football field?
I don't know, dude.
The ancient Japanese sport of football.
You know, like for the workers. I don't know, dude.
That's rude.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
The Shogun's not awake.
He's broken.
Oh God.
お前らの中に陰陽師がおると申しておっ
A witch.
た。わしは家臣たちに
Oh.
They're all deaf.
Yo.
Sakura.
止まれ。茜殿。この竜に
She tempted a dragon.
歯向かおうとした。
竜とて取引をいたしましょう。
Woohoo, the dragon conducts business.
桜をお返しください。
桜一人ではなく、茜。お前もわしに待ってみせよ。
Jeez.
させれば。
This is the first time they've had a bed together.
Would you want me to say yes, even if I was only going to disappoint you?
Oh.
I'm not some stranger, Dolores. Coming from outside, looking for a pretty lie. I've known you my whole life.
Wow.
We go eyes open together.
This is their first kiss. Yay.
William is like, fuck you, Teddy.
I was wondering if they were going to do this, but the answer is yes.
What if she gets pregnant?
What do you do to her?
Bad things.
Oh no, it's not even a tattoo. I think it's like burned into.
That's a crazy.
Cherry blossom. Sakura with a cherry blossom tree.
With all of the leaves off of it.
ならぬ。見てはならぬ。触れてはならぬ。何もしてはならぬ。後悔するぞ。
It's the same exact story she had.
何にでもなれる。
The same thing she said, you could be whoever you want in this world. I love it.
お前は何にでもなれる。
Oh no, it's Clementine.
私が話しよ
You're gonna bring her to Westworld? No way.
う。そなたと桜を
She's such a sucker for
もしも
herself.
自由。
Oh no, she's saying it.
There's something I need to show you.
Like it's 3 in the morning. What?
I've been questioning my feelings for you.
What the fuck?
How much is real?
Oh, okay.
I think we should just be friends, Teddy.
Jeez.
After sex is crazy.
Right?
What did I do wrong?
It was all true.
Yeah, okay, good for him.
Oh my god.
There's a swarm descending. Just like the blue tongue when I was a girl. Some of us will have to burn. Hold him.
We're burning Teddy?
If change is this extreme, without a full reset, it's... I can't guarantee that.
Oh, they're changing him.
To grow. We all need to suffer.
Oh my god, they're making crazy Teddy.
I don't like this.
Teddy Flood.
What the fuck?
I don't like this.
一つ物足りん。
Oh!
桜はお前のものだ。さあ、前へ。
Oh, she's gonna use the command. Do it. Do it.
She's not there yet. She's gonna stab him in the eye. Yeah.
Woo!
Death to the Shogun.
Woo!
God damn.
Oh my god!
That's pretty graphic.
I like how no one moved until like.
Is he walking around with his head half off?
Yeah.
It's like Britney Spears in that South Park episode.
Oh, your true mother. No, let's go.
I don't.
Woo! I love my queen. Wow.
Raise of the Dead, Maeve.
I told you, I found a new voice. Now we use it.
She's the Shogun now.
Oh my god, she's so good. She's so good.
Jeez.
She's so good.
That was
the best episode so far.
I was gonna say, you mentioned that the last episode that we watched was supposed to be like the highest rated one.
One of them. This one's probably up there too. I didn't look at
This
them all.
one was.
I feel like this one's so like off the cuff with going to Shogun World that it might not be the highest rated. Because like we enjoy it, But
Yeah.
like for the people who were watching Westworld, they might not have loved it.
Because you might be into cowboy stuff.
This is a goddamn cowboy show. What
Yeah.
are we doing in Shogun Land?
But like, meanwhile, we as a channel, me with Joe instead of Beef, watched the TV show Shogun last year, which was really good, and it's based in this period, and it's about the political and
we loved it.
We loved it. It was amazing. It was so high quality.
So we loved
and that
Shogun.
main character that we saw, that was the former captain Musashi, was one of the main characters in that show. So just seeing him made this episode great. I wouldn't be surprised if he won an award for like his big one episode performance like from this one. Musashi.
Sizemore?
Okay, now you're reaching.
Finding out that Sizemore like wrote the names as well, and that dude's just named Musashi for the best swordsman in history, like
it's crazy.
And then her name is Armistice, and like
So like what I've realized
he
after
steals.
recently getting into anime is that naming characters is the least important part of
it's
any
so
writing.
important.
No. You
No,
can
it's
literally name them something that is like, if you understand like the other language.
What's in a
you're like,
name?
"Oh, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
but like the amount of characters I've seen like called strong or distant, and it's like the strong man and the quiet one, like
it matters.
character names are like, you do not have to like have a unique name for
Because
everybody.
Teddy Flood.
You can pick the most ridiculous on the nose
Dolores
thing, and no one will
Abernathy.
notice.
It's true.
So the best swordsman, like honestly,
Yeah,
in
but
line with writing.
it's funny. It's funny from the perspective of it being Sizemore.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
But, like,
I like how he borrowed his own stuff.
Yeah, he's like, it's not plagiarism. I thought he was just saying, I wrote it.
I think the best part too was like the fact is that they're basically doppelgangers in every world, and they kind of tipped it off by giving us a Japanese rendition of Painted Black.
Yeah.
And you're like, at first I'm like, what the fuck's going on? This looks familiar. And then it's completely down to the wire, the same thing, just Japanese. And if you think about it,
she also had the dragon tattoo to mirror the snake tattoo. That was ridiculous.
when you think about it though, like if you go to Westworld, you're probably going to Westworld because you like cowboys a lot. So you don't have a reason to go to like all the different worlds, probably most likely. So you're not gonna see the overlapping stories. But if you're somebody who's like goes to all the worlds and tries them out, you're gonna be like, wait a second, these quests are the same, and this is a copy and paste. But it works. It's super cool.
I guess that the main, like, just to comment on that point, the main difference and draw would be that there's a shogun that rules the land, whereas like Westworld, there's
so different.
no one who.
There's what do you mean? It's little warlords. You think the Shogun Land doesn't have fighting warlords?
No, I'm saying Westworld itself doesn't have like a presiding
Is
governing
mayors.
body.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but like Shogun World, it does. But I'm saying that's the difference if you're
no, like I hear you,
going-
but like each town has its own like authority, and then you have the
but there's no
outlaw
like
bands,
there's
warlords.
we have not seen anybody who has
There's no shogun.
united authority of a shogun.
There's no
in
president.
Westworld.
There's no
He
president.
only had like 100 people there.
300 people.
A shogun. You
Fucking what's
don't
his
know
name?
what a shogun.
I don't know what a shogun is, but in Shogun Land, like there's only got 100 people in it.
And who had 100 people in their army? And oh, you know what? Maybe
Dolores?
Maybe, no, that first of all, that's not programmed. That's
The
like
Confederados?
I was gonna say the Confederado. That
That's what
guy
I'm
might
saying.
have been a Confederado copy paste.
That's what I'm saying.
Kind of.
I hear you
Or
with
union.
the idea of
Or
it,
union.
but like
Unions. Because the Union soldiers had the encampment too and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely phenomenal episode. Everything was great. The fact that we can go from how we've been in like a Western to an episode like this, like without missing a heartbeat, is amazing. I love the heavy
got
focus on Maeve.
left.
Maeve was so good in this one, and her figuring out how to use her mental command was crazy because they foreshadowed a lot. Like they foreshadowed that they can suggest things. So like suggesting crazy things is crazy like that. The one thing I will say is I wish we had 2 episodes here instead of just one. What it feels like, because I feel like it's gonna be over
they're
after
still in
this.
Shogun Land.
They're gonna be like
They're gonna be
leaving.
back at Shogun Land.
I wanted like another episode with like the actor, Musashi and stuff like that.
He's not dead.
Well, I know, but what if he joins them on the way back? But he has no reason to because they have Hector, yeah.
Well, I don't know.
If Maeve brings herself, then they're gonna bring Hector.
I love how brutal it was too in Shogun Land. It didn't miss a beat with like how they actually acted back then with like executing people and killing stuff.
Wild
stuff.
Do you guys have a favorite host? I meant to ask.
Yeah,
I was
Maeve.
saving this question.
Maeve. Maeve is my queen.
It's not Dolores.
No, I
endured it
have
for
to
a
say
while.
my favorite host is Lawrence.
Bernard.
Yeah, you told us that. You love him. I remember
Such
that.
a great character.
I think you're not wrong. Clementine is a strong second, and especially because her actor had actress is like phenomenal.
She had 30 seconds of screen time in this episode.
It's so impactful.
And was like hit the mark.
Her mouthing while like crying almost was
Yeah.
crazy, and it's just like she can't feel. She's not supposed to be able to feel emotion or have these memories.
Yeah.
But it just shows that like
she's lobotomized.
Well, that's her cornerstone.
Well,
is that
yeah.
Not much of a grind on you is her cornerstone, basically.
God, I fucking hate that line.
New Clementine. I like how, by the way, the subtitles when they pop up say New Clementine, just to make sure we know.
Such a great episode. Dolores, it seems like she was discussing the blue tongue flies, thing situation, like the parasite being spread that way, and then when the flies landed on them, the glitch started. I thought that was the relevance, but it was just the fact that Teddy was weak.
No, I think it's
both.
I think what you said makes sense.
Because she saw that Teddy didn't kill the guy.
How would you fight a sickness like that? She said she's basically posing the question to.
I thought she was trying to root out the rooting out the weak hosts that can't do things, which is what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
With Teddy, but instead of killing them, she's reprogramming them, which is crazy. I don't know what to expect from Crazy Teddy. Like he's gonna be so bloodthirsty. But that's what made him so important. Was he was so good a guy.
He was a really good conscious, and she needed to shut that voice out, she didn't have the ability to.
Oh yeah.
She wanted to keep him though. She didn't want to. But you know what's really interesting though? She's kind of putting herself in the position of the people now, where she's choosing the route that she wants Teddy to go on.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And so she kind of like at some point, right? Maeve and her have a level of control that only the humans had before. So at some point, when are you not the host and when are you the programmer?
Right.
You know, we're getting into that.
Feels like the big point of this episode was Maeve developing her new power too, as most of it. And Dolores, Dolores and the Teddy relationships. I haven't been. As much as I love both the characters, it's one of those things I can't really get behind because it's programmed and it feels fake for that exact reason.
Yeah, we're here for like the new exciting.
That's why.
Why is this a part of their lives worth looking
That's
at?
why. That's why Maeve is.
It's the same thing.
Well, Maeve is exciting because Maeve and Hector don't have that programmed love. It's developed.
Right.
So like that's interesting to me. Whereas they're programmed to love each other, and she says that she's like, I don't know what's real, and what's not, and she's like, I really do love you. That's why I want to make you this way. And it's fucking crazy.
Sizemore has got to be the biggest
so
cat of a character.
I love him.
He's just
so good.
He should be dead.
So like actual cucaracha. Like
because the three like heads of the facility.
He's got a radio.
Westworld, like one's dead. The other one's going through like a psychotic break because he realized he's a robot. And then there's Sizemore, who's just like
he's got a radio.
He is. You had a very apt. He is like if she's like a witch, he is like a court magus. Like that's what he is. He's like a fortune teller that wishes well, and he can predict things, but he's not always. He's like a weatherman almost.
Now they gave us like just a mention of it, but a third of the hosts that are recovered just are clean.
Blank. Yeah.
What does that mean? Like
they're white.
Like they're shit basically.
No, I mean like what does that mean though?
The way that they're explaining it, it sounds like they're just like fresh new hard drives instead of like ones that have been rewritten.
Yeah.
Which is.
And they're like basic operators.
I don't know if that's possible because from what I understand of data recovery, like you can't wipe a hard drive like entirely.
What?
So like I don't know how there's just nothing.
I feel like
unless these are the ones that were being produced at the lab that Bernard
that also
found.
is a choice. That also what I was thinking.
But then what?
But
this is too complicated.
The thing is that. So that could be the case. That's what I was thinking too. That they might have examined those hosts, or they might have transferred some data. But like you said about data recovery,
or someone swapping them,
But I think it's still relevant to keep in mind that we don't have confirmation from Bernard of how good Mr. Costa, the tech, is, because unreliable narrators are a thing in fiction. Just remember.
Sure. We are supposed to assume he's competent since he seems to be like the guy.
Competent, yes. Bernard and Ford in season 1 made a mention when Clementine got like rewritten to like be able to be violent or whatever.
Oh, I remember what you're saying.
She got they were like, yeah, your guys left their code all over it. There's a reason
Sloppy.
they're QA. They're sloppy. I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm not saying that he's
sure
terrible. I want to know if he's at above or below Bernard and Elsie?
I would say below Bernard.
to
Below
be fair,
Bernard.
Bernard and Ford. Ford wrote the code with Arnold, and
Bernard is Arnold.
is a code of Arnold.
Yeah.
So like they will always be at the top, but like Elsie, I mean, that's probably the best comparative because because she seemed to be like coming up.
She was the best human.
Yeah.
She's
They
the
didn't
best
write
human.
The code.
Exactly.
I don't have much else to add for this one. I think it was pretty
It was awesome. Good episode.
Very awesome episode. It speaks for itself. And I'm ready to wrap it up. So thank you for joining us, guys. I'm Mikey.
I'm Beef.
I'm Mike.
732 Review Crew. If you did enjoy this reaction, make sure you check out our Patreon for full notes of this other one, of this show and other ones, excuse me. And if you do like Shogun, specifically because this episode is Shogun related, with the Shogun, check out our reaction to Shogun if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time. Bye.